Hello to all my retorts out there. It's your boy, old Uncle Matty, Matt Lavella, coming to you by the one and only Bern podcast. We're bringing you The Retorted Show, brought to you by the Working Perspectives podcast. On this show, we're going to give you some crazy cool fun facts, which are always fun, right? Then we're going to do a blind ranking of a top 5 thing that's coming up. Something important for something coming up. Maybe on Sunday. Maybe it's the big game. Who knows?
Ooh.
Yeah. Then we're going to do a 3-minute check-in with me and your boy, Benoit Pahoud. And as always, we're sprinkling in the comments left on our social media and YouTube channels. And we're responding to those comments. We're responding in kind. You best believe it's in kind. So, Bern, are you ready to commence to commenting?
Shall we commence to commenting? Absolutely, Matty.
Damn right we shall. All right. First comment comes off the Director's Cup Shorts clip. All right. I put this out, recently, and it's just us explaining the Director's Cup, which we started, which first round is available now on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Work Perspectives Podcast. It's an amazing, incredible thing, the Director's Cup. Please check it out. We're having a lot of fun with it. So far, it's been just a blast. But this first comment comes from our boy, everyone's favorite, William Handy himself, the old Omni 112. This guy, I mean, what a great retort. Great retort. 166 subscribers off of 8 videos. I believe he's in the military. I think he's in the Air Force, if I'm reading it correctly. But he's just the man. He was away overseas or out on deployment, I think, for a little bit. So he's come back. He's commenting in a huge way. We love this guy. He left a comment on this saying, "I'm all about this!" Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, LFG. Exclamation, right? I believe LFG, Bern, stands for Little Friar Good Boy.
Little Friar Good Boy. I think it stands for Let's Fucking Go.
Let's fucking go, daddy. So he is definitely, dude, Omni 112, he's a daddy. He's a daddy. And he does what daddies do. And he left an incredible comment. Daddy smacked it. He smacked it on that one. And then we got another comment from everyone's favorite mom, the one and only Vermont Mom. She left a comment on the same clip, the Director's Cup clip. She said, "What kind of woman you take me for? Gladiator all day. Both are amazing directors." Very true. "Hope all is well. Trying to get on more, but my job, son, and mom have me out straight. No, I've not forgotten about you all." Heart emoji. We love you, V-Mom, and we always know that you're doing stuff and you support. You're just the best because you're V-Mom. Right, Bern?
Yeah. V-Mom, life gets busy. We know that. We know life gets busy. So we know that even if you miss a week in the comments, we know you're out there supporting us. You don't have to worry about that. We know you got our backs.
Of course, she's a top Sheila. She's the daddiest daddy of all the daddies. She's V-Mom, She daddy smacks it. She's a top Sheila. She does it all.
She does it all.
All right, Bern. Well, that's the end of the comments for this sector. Would you like to keep it moving for some cool, crazy, cool, fun fact kind of things?
Yes, bring me the crazy, cool, fun fact kind of things.
Very good. All right, Bern. So let's start it off. Molotov cocktails. You ever heard of them?
I have heard of Molotov cocktails. I don't know if they actually work, but they're very popular in old gangster films.
So I saw a thing the other day where they had some Molotovs, right? Just hanging out with some Mollies. And I was like, what is the deal with Molotovs? So this is what I found out. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The Molotov cocktail, a crude yet effective incendiary weapon, has a fascinating history rooted in resistance and defiance. That's right, Daddy. Its origins trace back to the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s, where nationalist forces used glass bottles filled with flammable liquid and a lit rag to combat Republican tanks. The name Molotov cocktail emerged during the Winter War between Finland and the Soviet Union in 1939. Soviet Foreign Minister, and I don't know if I'm saying this right, Vyacheslav Molotov claimed that their air raids on Finland were actually humanitarian food deliveries. In response, the Finns sarcastically dubbed the Soviet bombs Molotov bread baskets and named their own petrol bombs Molotov cocktails. A drink to go with the food, obviously. And then the Molotov cocktail quickly became a symbol of resistance against Soviet aggression, widely used in the Hungarian uprising of 1956 and other conflicts. Its effectiveness lies in its simplicity and accessibility, requiring a bottle, flammable liquid, and a wick. Today, the Molotov cocktail remains a weapon of the underdog employed in various conflicts and uprisings around the world. It serves as a reminder of the ingenuity and determination of those who fight against overwhelming odds. And that's the Molotov cocktail, which is illegal in Pennsylvania, and I think in the United States, if I'm correct, Brian.
Yeah, it makes sense too that you got because like in the movies, it's just people just take like a bottle of whiskey and shove a rag in it and throw it through a window and everything explodes. And I'm like, I mean, I know a little something about whiskey. I don't know if it works that way. So it makes sense that it's actually like no, it's straight up gasoline, baby. It's straight up gasoline or kerosene. And I really like the kind of screw you attitude of like, oh, you got your little Molotov bread basket. So we got a Molotov cocktail. We got something a little stronger for you. Nice, very nice, very nice.
Yep. So that was the Molotov cocktail one. That, you know what? I like that. It just popped in my head. If anyone wants some fun fact stuff, send it our way. But yeah, popped in my head. I was like, what's this? You know, what's the other thing that popped in my head, Bern?
What's that, Matt?
You might not be able, for those listening, you might be able to see this, but Bern, are you aware of that?
The gesture, the bafangu gesture, the flick up the neck and off the bottom of the chin.
Yes, I was told it's called the Italian chin flick.
Okay, I mean that's very descriptive, and since you found out a few years ago that you are in fact somewhat Italian, you can do that now.
I can. I always loved the chin flick. Tell you the truth, I was a big fan of it. Always a big fan of the chin flick.
It's perfect. It's easy to do. It's aggressive, and it's impossible for someone to miss. You know what I mean? Right. Like when you give it to them, it's right here at eye level. You can't pretend you didn't see it.
Yeah, and then it's also like the finger's cool. The finger's great. I love the finger. Everybody loves the finger. Everyone does the finger, right? I feel like this is like the finger could be whatever and anyone could do it. But when you're doing this, it's more aggressive. I feel the chin flick. Would you agree?
Absolutely. And the finger, well, the finger is cool. It's like it's one little finger hanging out by itself. It's not that intimidating, but like this is a whole hand going like, if I could, I wish you would right now, Yeah.
Saying like, it's like fuck your mother in sign language almost. You know?
Yeah. It might actually, I'll have to check the ALS book, but I think that is actually fuck your mother.
Okay. So are you ready?
Ready, baby.
All right. So the Italian chin flick is a dismissive gesture with a history as colorful as Italy itself. While its exact origins remain debated, it likely stems from ancient Mediterranean traditions where the outward motions of the hands symbolize rejection or negation. One theory links the gesture to ancient Greece, where a similar motion signified no. Given the historical Greek influence of southern Italy, this gesture may have been adopted and passed down through the generations. Another theory suggests the chin flick evolved from a more aggressive gesture of physically pushing someone away. Over time, this forceful action may have become stylized into the more subtle flick that we see today. Interestingly, the chin flick meaning varies across Italy. So in the South, it generally means no, or I don't care. However, in the North, it carries a more offensive connotation, similar to get lost. This regional variation highlights the rich diversity of Italian culture and gestures, which, I mean, it's Italy. There's a lot of them. And then regardless of its precise origins, the chin flick remains a potent symbol of Italian communication, adding a layer of nonverbal meaning to everyday interactions. So there you go. That is the Italian chin flick, Daddy.
I feel like there's got to be an Italian name for it that's cooler than that. We got to figure that out. If anybody knows what that's actually gestures referred to in Italian, please let us know. We want to be culturally accurate.
Very much so. Very much so. I do think we have gone on record on this show stating that I would bet more money than I have that in Italy there are more slang terms for the male genitalia than anywhere else in the world. Bern, would you agree?
Gotta be. Yeah, gotta be. I stand by our stance.
Yeah, I believe we're right, and I know we're right because we're right. So
they're creative people, and they talk about their dicks a lot. So, like, how could there not be?
Amen to that, Daddy. Amen to that. All right, well, let's keep it moving. Head back to some comments. So, this next comment comes back from our boy, the one and only Omni112. Love this guy. He left a comment on the Netflix blind ranking short. You remember that one, Bern?
I do remember that one.
Yep, that was a good one. So on that, Bern did a blind ranking of Netflix shows, which ended up pretty good. He had a good list, but Omni1 left a comment. He said, The Witcher is solid because if I remember correctly, you had The Witcher at 5. Is that right, Bern?
I did. The Witcher 5 because I was scared that we let off with that one, and I just figured that would be safe. I only saw the first season of The Witcher. Also, I did not watch. What are there? Two more? I believe there's two more. I haven't caught
and
up
there's
to
like
those
a
yet.
spinoff too.
Well, Cavill had to leave to play Superman, and then DC fired him as Superman, so he kind of got boned on that one.
Yeah. But, either way, I hope he goes back. But yeah, Henry Cavill, love him.
Yeah,
And then,
Cavill.
yeah, either way. So, yep, if he liked that blind ranking, just wait till today's blind ranking. Okay. And then the next comment comes on a video that we created and published December 2nd of the year 2022, Bern. December 2nd of the year 2022. Yeah. I don't know if you remember that. Do you remember that?
Throwback. I mean, I vaguely remember 2022.
2022. Yeah. So the comment comes from at THR272 with their handle being Danny Baldwin.
Hey, yeah. Danny Baldwin.
So the clip was of the Jill Harth episode. Jill Harth was a former mistress of Donald Trump. Yes. She was on the show. Great show. A lot of fun. It was back during like the Jana era, which was awesome. Great era. Love Jana.
Love her so much.
But so we put a we talked about how Jill Harth she was in the same homeroom as Danny Baldwin, and she said Dan Baldwin used to make fun of her all the time. And we were like, well, he obviously had a crush on you. It was obvious, right? So this person says, I'm a Baldwin, and my name is Danica Baldwin, but people call me Danny. So we weren't referencing you, Danica, but maybe your uncle. If they
were you also in the class with the other Danny Baldwin? And
she definitely was not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, shout out to all the Danny Baldwins out there who are fans of the show and listeners of the show.
Yeah, totally.
It's a big clan. Tell your family, tell your friends. You guys got a big clan out there.
Fans of the show, listener of the show. Love the Baldwins. Backdraft is great. So either way, let's keep it moving, Bern. We're going to head on to our check-in. I went first last week, so you will have the honor of going first this week. You'll have 3 minutes and give us your check-in. Ready, set, go.
All right. A lot of shoveling. Man, a lot of shoveling this last week. Shoveling over the weekend, shoveling at night. I'll be shoveling again today, although I can't really complain because I feel like we haven't had any snow the last couple of years. So True. I know my kids are stoked about it. They keep getting 2-hour delays and days off that their mom has to figure out what to do with them for childcare.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. Wish I could help.
Shouldn't have split up. Yeah.
wish I could help. Wish I could do something.
Call Sammy Schwartz.
Yeah. So I was able to I had him over the weekend just for Saturday last week, which is fun. Not a whole lot to do, you know what I mean? Because we can't really, I just had him for the night. But I'm psyched to get him for all of Valentine's Day weekend. And nice. I got to find something to do with my daughter on Saturday so I can take the boy to go see the new Captain America movie. So nice. We're definitely going to do that coming up. But yeah, I had a pretty chill week, man. Not a whole lot going on. Like I said, just a lot of shoveling, funeral, kids, life, death, ins, outs, what have you. The whole circle there is constantly represented. And yeah, we're just banging away 2025. So far, so fine, I guess. I guess it's probably the best way to put it.
Picked up at the shit where 2024 left off.
It never stops running, but that's not unique to me. That's everybody. But yeah, I'm in general. So far, so good, man.
I'll tell you what, Bern, you're due for a good year. You're due.
Come on, baby, come on. Only one way to go from here.
Anyone's due for a good year. It's old Benoit Pahoud. Let me tell you.
Gotta go up, and then we get the Super Bowl this weekend, which is awesome. Yeah. I'm super excited about it, even though I don't really have like a rooting interest.
You don't root for the NFC East?
No, I don't. Nor do you. So don't pretend that you would.
No, I wouldn't. I remember specifically, I don't like the Patriots, but I rooted against the Giants against the Patriots. That's for sure.
Yeah, I know. I remember. So so
Didn't
I'm really
matter.
just
Didn't
I'm
matter though,
really
did it?
really just looking for a fun game, which I think it should be a really close game, and I think it's going to be some good foosball. So looking forward to Sunday.
There you go. Very good.
Oh
All
yeah,
right, Bern. Is that your time?
that's my time.
Very good. Awesome. All right. Well, let's keep it moving. Now it's time for your boy, old Uncle Matty. So, what's up with me? A couple things. One, you know what I love is that I did this. I told you about the trick I did with my wife where I got on her Amazon and I looked at what she liked, right? And I was like, all right, I'm
Correct.
just buying this for her because she doesn't tell me stuff. So, just bought it, went over well, right? So, I was like, you know what? Maybe she'll do the same. So, I'll just create a list for me of my stuff. She did not.
Smart.
She did
No,
not do
no, no.
she did not do it, but I got a bunch of Amazon gift cards for my B-day, and they were the second best gifts because the best gift I get every year is Bern not telling anyone that it's my birthday. And I can't tell you how much that's meant to me over the years because
Yeah,
it's literally the only thing I want.
I will say want to wish Maddie a happy belated birthday, but you'll never know. You'll never know when it was. I'll
No,
never tell.
never in a million years. So either way, okay. So then, so what I've ended up buying with this, on my list, I had put some stuff there, right? One of the things I bought, it's kind of two almost similar. I bought a Carhartt hoodie, black Carhartt hoodie, which I will be wearing for the Director's Cup shoot we're doing later, right?
Nice.
And a black Carhartt sweater, which they're just the best. There's nothing better than a Carhartt sweater.
Hey, hey now.
You listening, Carhartt? Want
That
to send me
sounded
some more
great.
shit?
That sounded
Nothing
great.
better than a Carhartt sweater, baby. They are the best, most comfortable, warm, durable, just the greatest, right? And then I got myself. So if you were to go to a bike shop, you would see like they have these things where you put the bike up and you clip it in and you can like work on the bike, right? It's like a stand, like a rack. I bought
Sure.
one of those. I've been eyeing it up and it's been on my list for a little while. I've been eyeing it up and I bought one of those and it's been just great. Because before, if I had to do any work, like even small things, change a tire, whatever, I would have to flip the bike over and like, all that kind of stuff. Now I just hook it up on my thing. I don't have to worry about shit. I don't have to worry about, whatever. It's right there. It's got a little tray for all the tools. Big fan. Big fan of this thing thus far.
Maddie, have you been able to get back out there in this weather? I mean, I know it's been
Yeah.
inclement
There was a
for
couple
last few
days
weeks.
there's a couple days in the past week I was able to go. And even when it's nice out, it's like a 50-50 shot because like we have the baby and stuff. And it's like my routine used to be I would go before everyone woke up in the morning, right?
Sure.
So I was like, there's really nothing you could say because I'm not doing it on anyone else's time. Like I'm fucking waking up at the butt dick of dawn and I'm doing it. So I have been riding, not as much as I would like, but weather permitting, hopefully I can ride some more. But yeah, and then we got the Super Bowl coming up, and that's my time. Go Birds.
Great stuff. Great stuff.
Thank you. Would you like to go back to some comments?
I'd love to go back to some comments.
There we go. All right. So next comment comes from everyone's favorite mind, the one and only Omni112.
Omni all over the place today.
Yeah, man. He left a comment on the Pulp Fiction. It changed how we watch movies shorts clip. He said, damn, that was some serious gourmet shit reasoning. I said, yeah, it was.
I couldn't agree more. I thought you were spot on with that.
Yeah.
The non-linearness of it all, it got us paying a little more attention.
Yeah. It changed the way you watched movies, especially as a kid, And then Omni1 left a comment on the Forever Battery shorts clip, the nuclear diamond battery. He left a comment saying, what a discovery, which he is right. Quite the discovery. Wouldn't you say, Benoit?
I'm still trying to figure out how nuclear diamonds are going to power my watch. It sounds crazy, but I'm no scientist, so I'm going to trust the people who are working on this technology.
And then last comment for this sector came off the Pulp Fiction. It changed the way we watch movie shorts. It was from Manitov, aka Manitov R6. 20 subscribers, no videos. And they left a comment just saying, meh.
Meh?
Meh. I believe it was just like that. Meh. Meh. I don't know. Sorry. I'm not happy about it, Bern. I'm not happy about it.
Meh. Just meh?
Just meh.
No constructive criticism, nothing else to offer, just meh.
Just meh. Kids these days, Bern. Kids these days. Disrespectful. So
what are we supposed to do with meh? You know what I mean?
What are we supposed to do with meh?
What are we supposed to do? We want to improve. You got an issue, we want to improve the show. We want to make it right for you. We want to make you love it. If you got criticism, that's fine, but give us more than meh.
Give us more than meh. All right? That's what we want. More than meh.
More than meh, please.
More than meh.
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. That's the end of our story. Thanks. More than meh. More than meh. All right. But either way, that was the comments for this sector. Let's keep it moving. Keep it on moving down the road. Bern. Are you ready for a blind ranking, Daddy?
I am.
Okay. We will be, in honor of the Super Bowl, we will be blind ranking the best Super Bowl foods.
Ooh.
Yeah, Daddy. Daddy done did it good with the daddy the way he did it.
Oh, this is a little different than what we've been doing. I like this.
Yeah. Blind ranking some Super Bowl snacks, kind of Super Bowl foods, like whatever you have at like football parties.
Finger food. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right.
Are you ready?
As ready as I'm gonna be.
Okay, here we go. First Super Bowl food. Chips and dip.
Chips and dip. Classic.
Chips and dip. Classic. Absolute and it's classic. Like this covers a whole wide range. It's chips and guac. It's it's salsa, queso. It's guac. Your spinach artichoke. It's your buffalo chicken dip. It's like all of that. Chips and dip, baby.
I'm going to split the uprights here. And I'm going to put chips and dip at a solid number 3.
Woof. Woof. Well, I don't know what you're going to do, baby, but I love it.
Because you're right. The sheer variety of it. It covers so much ground.
So much. So any one of those could be in the top 5.
Absolutely. So I feel like I'm getting a steal with chips and dip here. We're gonna park that right down Main Street and put that at number 3.
Then we have chili. Little chili. It's football weather, babe. Chili. Everyone loves chili.
Chili's great. Back in my older days, though, I would have been consuming a tremendous amount of alcohol. And
you would have been fucking shitting your brains out.
Heartburn City. Chili is going to go for me, and this is not a representation of how I feel about chili in general, but for a Super Bowl, I'm going to put chili at number 4.
Okay. All right. Then our next one, pizza.
See, pizza's tough because
pizza's tough.
Pizza is tough.
Pizza's tough.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do here.
Tell me, Daddy.
And this might be screwing myself down the road. I'm going to put pizza at number 5 because pizza's a regular football snack. I don't feel super special eating pizza at the Super Bowl. I feel like the Super Bowl calls for more advanced snacks than just pizza.
You don't think that there will be pizza at every Super Bowl watch party?
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's kind of like it's too easy. Honestly, It's too easy. It's too easy. And it's not special.
Fine. Just so we'll review here, the slots you have left are 1 and 2.
That is correct.
Put pizza at 5.
I did. I put pizza at 5.
You're an ass cunt. All right. Well, next one. How about some nachos?
Easy peasy. A lot of chip-based stuff here. I even like to dip a chip in some chili.
Dip a chip in chili could be considered a dip at times. Like there could be a chili dip. But we're saying straight chili because every once in a while someone throws a crock on with some chili and you're like, damn, this just saved the fucking day right here. Especially if you got a mom who loved you. She did some chili and cornbread.
I'm holding out for one thing specifically, and it's going to be a dangerous maneuver. I'm going nachos at 2.
Okay. So your list as of now, we have nachos at 2, chips and dip at 3, chili at 4, and pizza. Fucking pizza at 5. You ready for the last one, Bern?
I'm ready for the last one.
You want to take a guess?
Why don't you just tell me?
It's some chicken wangs, Daddy.
Which is exactly what I was holding out for at number 1.
Yep.
Wings.
Wings are 1. Wings are number 1. There's no question about it. Wings are number 1. The rest of your list, some things are questionable, some things aren't. I would have switched pizza and nachos, but wings are number 1. The number one Super Bowl food is wings. I think we can agree.
Yeah, that's what I was holding out for. That's what I'm really happy about. I'm actually going to smoke a couple pounds of wings for this Super Bowl. Throw those bad boys in the smoker that morning.
Let me tell you, Bern. Let me ask you, what's your sauce? What's your wing sauce of choice?
I'm usually make something with the little Frank's Red Hot base.
Gotta have it.
Little Frank's Red Hot, little butter, little garlic.
Yeah.
Nothing too tangy, but the nice thing about smoking the wings is that they're not fried. So
are they have crispy?
They will be, yeah, they will be crispy, but they're not fried.
Crispy. Yeah.
So I don't have to feel bad about throwing down 20 wings on Super Bowl Sunday. It's essentially just smoked chicken.
Yeah. Can I tell you something? Now I found this out late in life. Sure. You know what place, what restaurant has incredible wings? Incredible.
Is it a chain?
It's a chain. They're probably my favorite wings. They are so goddamn good. And it might just be the place I go might be it. But the chain near where I go. But I've never missed there. They've been nothing but awesome.
Hit me.
It would be Hooters. Hooters wings are so fucking good, dude. You go to Hooters, you get, and this in November, they did a thing where you order 10, you get 5 free. So you order 10 wings, you get 15, you get the original Crispies, and you can order all drums or all flats.
Wow.
I would order all drums, and you do
a fucking moron.
You do Daytona sauce, and bro, my wife was like, yeah, go to Hooters, get some wings. Fucking please. That's how good
tell me twice. Tell me twice.
I was like, okay, hey, sure. It was one of the things when we had guys visiting the office, I was like, all right, guys, let's go out to lunch. And I'd let one guy one time picked Hooters. I was like, we're never picking anywhere else again. I hope you guys know this. It was quick. It was easy. You could grab a brew if you're a brew guy, and it was just a couple guys hanging out. And like every guy there is a guy. Like every time we go there, there's like a group of us and we hang out. And there's always another guy at the bar that gets in on our conversation. Everyone's there hanging out. And it's a good time. So I shout out Hooters for wings and lunch.
And all that you do for America. What's the Daytona sauce? What's that all about?
I would have to say it's a kind of barbecue with a tang of hot. So it's a more milder on the spice and a more tangy on the barbecue, but it's fucking really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I want to do one last comment, Bern. Can we commence to one last commenting?
One last commenting. Let's bring it on.
So this comment, the video was published May 22nd of 2024. So, a little under a year ago. And it was the Gordon Bombay stats were out of this world clip. It's where we talked about how Gordon Bombay had 186 goals in a 16-game season in Pee Wee hockey, right?
He would have to average 14 goals a game or something like that to rack up those stats. Something like that, yeah. And
then, so that means in the championship game, he had at least a dozen goals, right? But he misses that last goal in the shootout, and they're like, yeah, don't ever play again. You're a fucking phenom here in Minnesota, where hockey is king. and you're scoring 1,000,000 goals a game, but you missed this one thing on a triple deke and blah, 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 and hit the post and you lost. And now you never play hockey again.
Also, though, did they lose, or was that to go to, like, were they going, was that for, I think that was for the win, but since he missed it, they went to overtime. I don't know if that was a lot.
The other team celebrated like they
That's
did.
true.
And like
that's true.
They do bring it up how they did lose, like the Hawks, like Coach Riley.
Yeah.
From
that's
the Hawks.
True.
Who that guy? Great. Whoever that actor is, great. Just great.
What does he say to him? He's like, your father would be ashamed of you, or something ridiculous like that after he misses it. Like, kid's averaging 15 goals a game in
He's
junior
your entire
hockey.
team, dude. He's your entire team.
Yeah, he's going to the NHL at 17.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's not even close. They're in. Where are they? Where are they playing? Where does Money
St. Paul,
place?
Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota. It's not quite Canada, but it's still like a super competitive hockey.
It's a hockey factory. Oh, yeah. Total hockey factory. Yeah. And this guy is legit churning, if you went in, if you were in Pee-wees and you had a kid that wasn't fully developed before the other kids, like if you have a kid that's fully developed before the other kids scoring 15 goals, it's time's going to catch up with you. But if this kid's scoring 15 goals, not fully developed yet, and then wait till he develops, I mean, this is Wayne Gretzky we got here. And they're just like
averaging double-digit goals against your peers is like playing sixth grade basketball and averaging 75 points a game. Like averaging 75 points a game. Like that's how rare it is to score. To score 5 goals is something most great hockey players have never done in a game. To average 13 and a half or 14
in a high, it's not like he's playing in fucking in Southwest Carolina or something.
These are the most talented peers he could play against.
This is it. This is the best hockey is coming from this area. Yeah. They play hockey year round, like these people. It's all hockey all the time. They're skating on ponds and all that stuff.
He missed his one shot and he's like, I'll just go be a drunk lawyer.
Yeah. So that was the video.
Bombay's kind of a puss, right? Like, tell that coach to shove it and get out there and keep working, kid. Like, you're also,
where is Bombay's dad? Because if someone fucking did that to my kid, I would beat them mercilessly.
Oh, you didn't know? Yeah, he shot himself right after Bombay missed that shot, apparently. Blew his brains out. That's the only explanation. The only explanation is Gordon got home and his dad was swinging from the rafters. Like, that's the only thing that makes sense.
You couldn't have made that shot, son. You'd still have a dad, you fucking prick.
Exactly. That's the only reason it makes sense that he quit hockey right after that. He got home to his father's brains all over the wall.
Oh man, I wish. But okay. So the comment left on this clip, it was from the kid 691. The kid 691. Their handle is Jord, Jord. 2 subscribers, no videos. The kid 691, and they left a comment saying Gordon Bombay is the GOAT. STFU crying face emoji.
Well, George's not going to like this conversation we just had because I just called Gordon Bombay a pussy and said he can force his father into suicide. But I don't know.
Obvious.
It's just clearly what must have happened.
Hello.
Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense why Bombay just bailed right after that.
Oh, that's so funny.
It's awful.
All right. Well, Bern, that does it for this retorted show. What do you got before we hit the road, Jack, and don't come back no more?
Everybody be safe. We're going to get some weather this weekend. If you're in the Northeast, be safe traveling out there. Be safe for the big game. It's a busy night out on the town. A lot of police action. Don't do anything stupid.
Drink and drive. Oh my God. I've talked to police that they were like, we don't get to watch the Super Bowl. We have to deal with these people. So if we pull you over, you're getting fucking everything. You might as well just bend over because you're gonna get a fist.
Especially if you're in Pennsylvania, where most of these cops are Eagles fans and are going to be pissed off. They're not able to. Some of them. Yeah. They're not able to watch the game. Like, you don't think there's any leeway or leniency. So just be safe. Don't be stupid. Enjoy the big game. Yeah. Enjoy your wings and your nachos and your chili and your dips.
Oh, and your pizza? Pizza last? I noticed you were going to put pizza last there, Bern.
I wasn't even going to mention it.
Well, you mentioned it. You already did. Damage has been done. So, speaking of damage being done, This has been another episode of The Retorted Show, brought to you by the Working Perspectives Podcast. In case you're wondering, you can find all our stuff and all our content on all podcast platforms and YouTube at Working Perspectives Podcast. You also on Instagram at Working Perspectives Podcast. Join us on Twitter and TikTok at Working P Pod. If you'd like to be a guest on the show, please email us at workingperspectives@gmail.com. And please like and subscribe. We keep bringing you this incredible content. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you on the flippy. Thanks. See ya. Go Bird.